Hi guys, thanks so much for joining me. So today I'm going to be showing you how to set up flat shifting with a Link ECU. So I'm using my 300ZX of course. So I'll be putting a wire from the digital input of the ECU, and then from there it'll be ran to the clutch switch. So then when the clutch is depressed, it'll come up with an active digital input. So what flat shifting is basically when you're in a car and you're driving along, you want to change gear. You take your foot off the accelerator normally, put the clutch down, change gear, clutch up, accelerator back on. In the case of flat shifting is you've got your accelerator down. To change gear, you keep your foot on the accelerator, you then put the clutch down, change gear, clutch up. So the reason for doing so is to keep the turbo spooling, because if you're going along, you release the accelerator, then you'll hear your blow off valve go and you'll be like, oh, where's all my boost gone? Well, it's gone. It's in the atmosphere. But if you carry on with flat shifting and you put the foot on the accelerator, clutch down, the ignition, because you retard the ignition slightly and all that, you know, it can be explained, but basically it keeps the boost, keeps your turbo spooling. So when you lift off that clutch, it gives you that hit of boost which is still there, instead of building it all back up again. So that's why it can be really beneficial in the case of like fast well, motorsport really. So I'll show you how to set all that up. It's quite simple really to set it up. I'll do a video another time of me actually using it. It can get a bit loud, because if you think all that boost is in there, all that fuel's in there, it's all going to come out somewhere. So it can get very loud, very flashy. But before my video, have a Google around, have a YouTube. There's loads of videos of what can happen. Alright guys, so let's crack on. I've opened it up here. Here it is. This is the adapter. This is straight from the Link company. Obviously then you know it's actually going to work, not some weird knockoff. I think it was £35 just for that. Crazy, isn't it? So I believe the one we want is DI5, which is the brown wire right there. It's got a thing that you... Oh no, I was wrong. It is the other wire. Which one's that? Green. Everyone loves green. DI6 I could use is blue. Cool, so that's now in there. What I've got to do is attach the green or the blue, whichever one I want, to the clutch switch pedal. That will then tell the ECU that my clutch is down, and that's when it will it'll pick up that, oh yeah, it's turned on, so he's going to change gear, so he needs more. We need to retard the timing, and then it'll also pick up on the throttle position and etc. So it all depends on how I set it up, which I'll show you that as well. So I don't know if you can see, up there is the clutch switch for the clutch. I've had to take the under thing out for the steering. Obviously the steering wheel goes there. They've got an under bit here plus a big pipe, which is that thing. Ignore all these, I'm going to tidy them up. That's for the air to go to the there for the vent. Anyway, if you look there, there's a blue connector, so I've done that so you can see where it is with a black wire running. That is going to go to the digital input, which will then control when the clutch is down. It will then say active, which will then activate the flat shift. Alright, so this is the Link configuration screen, which has all been set up for this car. Really good program this, because you've got the help section here. Anything you click on, such as there, the gear shift control, you click on it, it comes up with all the help. It's really, really good. Anyway, so as you can see down here, DI5 is the clutch switch. So now if I dip the clutch, oh, there you go, the DI becomes active. So then we've set it for DI5. So Every time the clutch goes down, it then activates the digital input, causing the ignition percent cut. It starts at 3000 RPM at the moment. I'm going to change all this. TP low lockout, that means the throttle position, so depending how far your throttle is down. Speed lockout, obviously that needs to be changed. End of gears lockout, because it's a H gearbox and not a sequential, I can't say that word, that doesn't mean really anything to us. Max shift time is 1000 milliseconds. If we go further down, oh, we can't. I've got too big of a fat finger to do that. Anyway, there is a table on there as well which shows the ignition cut percentage, which I believe it goes to -10, so it retards the time to -10. All this will be changed, obviously. Also does the percentage of ignition cut completely, so I think it's set at 90 at the moment. Plus there is something else, I can't remember what it is, but anyway, that's how you set up the DI. That is how you do it to your clutch switch. And so there we go. Yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you a bit of information regarding flat shifting and how to set it up on Link ECU and obviously the 300ZX, but it's quite simple to set it up. Obviously put it to your clutch switch, to a digital input, and then you just have to set it on the computer. There's loads of help stuff on the computer as well, so it's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Like, subscribe. I'll try and do more videos. I haven't had a chance to do it, hence why this was like the first video in a year maybe. But hopefully get more done. So yeah, if you've enjoyed, I'll do another video of me actually doing the flat shifting, because it's pretty awesome. But it should only really be used for motorsport, obviously. You don't want to do prolonged flat shifting. It's not that good for you. But no, I'll show you a video of what it actually does. But there is plenty out there. So have a Google, have a YouTube. But yeah, stay tuned for more.